Hi everyone, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel, and hi if you're new. I am playing with the fabulous kit from Mercy Tiara Kits. So it's the new kit for this month. And honestly, I start this without half of an idea of what I want to do. The only thing I know is I wanted a circle on my page. If you've been to my channel before, you know I go through phases where I really like using circles. And I guess maybe I'm kind of starting on a kick of that again. I don't know. So I grabbed these two photos. They're of a hike I went on. It was absolutely gorgeous. Hike to the top of a mountain. Loved it. And these were some of the photos from it. I cut that polka dot piece out and I will use that. I'm trying to find some things to go with the background or go behind my photos as mats. And I think having the photos at the bottom is really throwing me off. I don't know. I just don't like them down there. And so that will change here soon. Just so you know, that will change. I did do a bunch of die cutting. I grabbed 3 different papers from the kit. I grabbed a cardstock as one of them. And die cut some leaves and greenery. Just so I had a little bit extra to go ahead and add as layers and everything. Here, I'm trying to decide to change that background. And I do decide to change it. I change it to this gorgeous ombre. I still try to put the photos down at the bottom. But this is what I found to back this other photo. Because with that ombre in the background, I liked the way this looked. And so I'm going to go ahead. I'm off camera roughing up the edges of this. Distressing them. I like that on the background. The other one has like a light blue color. A light tealy blue. And I cut this strip from the same paper I backed that second photo with. I'm going to thin it out because I don't like it being so thick. I roughed it up and I'm going to go ahead and put it here again. But it does not stay. Like I said, I will be moving it. But it takes me a while. Like I'm still trying to truck forward. I'm trying to make it work because I know that I kind of want it to be done this way. But I don't like the photos at the bottom. So it kind of makes it hard for me. I actually kind of like the way it looks right here. But it doesn't stay. I thought I was going to use these bigger leaves, decide against it. I keep trying to build. I just thought I'd leave this in because, I think everybody kind of fights with something like this sometimes. Just, it's not working. You don't know why. And so here I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to move it all. And I went up to the front. Wow. But, I think everybody fights with their layouts every once in a while about the orientation or where it's sitting or something's just not right. So I moved these up top and I'm going to start putting all my greenery back again, sticking them here and there. I try to stick more in. I think I actually do stick some more in. But I trim this down so there's a little more of that blue underneath my photos. And I keep adding some of the little greenery pieces. What am I doing now? Oh, adding more greenery. Just a little bit here and there. But I wanted the greenery because these are outdoor photos. I had a blast on this hike. I loved it. And it is so gorgeous. And it's so worth it when you get to the top and you get to look around and see everything and take the pictures and stuff like that. So we actually do this hike at least once a year, this specific hike. And we time ourselves and we try to make it faster every year. And this year when we did this one, we were faster by an hour and a half compared to what we did last year. So super stoked about that. I went ahead and I am grabbing some of the Simple Stories ephemera. I thought I might use that. I don't like the craft right there because it's the only piece of it in the entire layout. I also wanted to cover up the red flower that was up there, so I used one of the pink ones. But and I added some of that darker blue in. But I like that cute little banner, but I just don't like the craft. It'll go great on another layout, just not this one. And so I'm trying to find some other things. I found that says love this, but that will be covered up. And this one, it just says happened. And eventually I will put the date on it because I have to go back and look at my photos to see exactly what the date was. So it's not even on the actual end photos. But I'm covering up. I put the pink flower behind the happened, and then I added a blue one down to the bottom. And I'm going to add a blue one up here. I will eventually, let's see, what am I doing now? I think I'm still looking through for some of the flowers. I add a blue one to this cluster, and then I'm going to add another one down at the bottom. That way there is 3 of them in 3 different clusters. I put some of the ephemera away and everything, and I'm going to move to these. I love these little brads. I'm going to go ahead and stick a few of them. The one I just stuck down says best ever. And then this is a sticker, from the same sheet with the brads, but I peeled off the back so it wasn't sticky so I can move it around. And I thought I might use some of those other stickers, but I decided against it. I'm going to start gluing things down. This was probably, have you guys ever scrapbooked and it's like become extremely frustrating for you because you know what you want, but you're not finding it, or it's not sitting exactly the way you want? And that is how this layout started out for me. Like, I knew what I wanted. I knew what direction I was going, but I was so frustrated because it wasn't working, and it was all just the position of it for me. I mean, that was all it was. Once I moved it, this came together so much faster. I'm going to go ahead and glue these pieces down where they're supposed to be, or where I have them. But yeah, so this whole thing, it took the layout itself, with all the time that I cut out that you guys didn't see, this layout probably took me an hour and a half, and there is absolutely no reason it should have taken me that long. And it was just because I refused to give it up and I kept fighting with it. I think if I would have walked away from it for a little while, it would have happened faster, you know. But, you know, we live, we learn. It is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and rough up the edges of these and start sticking them down. I stick up the documented up there and this little piece down below, and I'll stick the blue flower on top. Again, I usually just glue things like in the center or on the edge so that they still stick up. But I wanted to add a little more yellow in here. I wanted a tag up there at the top. So I cut that tag up from the cut apart sheet. I add it up top, and then I add a piece down below the photos as well. And I wanted a little yellow in that bottom cluster, so I grabbed some of the little brads again, and I ended up sticking up another blue one up on the top left as well. I'm just going to go ahead and glue a couple more pieces that I missed the first time. I think that's about it, and that finishes this layout. I'm sorry for all the yakking I did. I really hope that you enjoyed this. This kit is gorgeous, and I've already made some other layouts. So please come back and see what else I create. Make sure to like and subscribe so you're notified when I upload again, and check out the links below and grab your kits while you can. Have a great day. Bye.